Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. We had previously notified you that after a period of nothing being filed on the court docket in Idaho versus Kohberger since September 9th and 10th, that there was a flurry of activity on September 23rd with 7 documents that dropped on the court docket that day, dating from September 19th through the 23rd. These documents related to one of 2 subjects. The first was the ongoing situation regarding the sealing or unsealing of court documents in this case where so much has been under seal since the very beginning. The other dealt with the issue of restitution. And if you go on to the court docket, you will see state's motion. It's a request for restitution. It's really a motion, an application for a court order granting restitution for 2 of the families of the 4 students who were so tragically taken on November 13th, 2022. And then there's a court order that Judge Stephen J. Hippler signed upon the state's request to seal an exhibit S1 that was filed along with that request or motion. And if you read that motion, there was an interesting fact that was contained therein. The state disclosed that the Defense Counsel would be meeting with Mr. Kohberger to determine if the defense agreed with the state's submission relative to restitution or opposed it. In the event of an agreement, there was some language there that a stipulation would be submitted to the court for Judge Stephen J. Hippler's consideration. In the alternative, if there was a dispute, that the state would then set a hearing where both sides would have to appear before Judge Hippler, give their relative positions, and then it would be up to Judge Hippler to decide and enter an order. It indicated the Defense Counsel was going to be meeting with Mr. Kohberger last week. It was the week ending the 26th of September. As of this date, in looking at the last date that the court docket was updated, which was September 26th, there's been nothing further that has been published on the court docket, whether it relates to this proposed stipulation or scheduling of a hearing on the matter of restitution, or quite frankly, for anything else. Nothing since has been published on the court docket after those 7 documents dropped. There's been some questions that we've received. Would Mr. Kohberger be meeting with his defense counsel at the state prison there in Idaho to be discussing any other topics? That is a matter that is probably covered by the attorney-client privilege and would be something that the public would not know unless there was an open filing on the court docket for something. So there's probably not going to be any way for the public to know if anything beyond this issue of restitution would be addressed in that meeting between attorney and client, between probably Ms. Taylor as lead counsel. She's been filing all of the post-sentencing documents. We will continue to monitor the docket if and when anything further is published with respect to this matter of restitution and when anything else is filed as it relates to the continuing analysis by Judge Hippler of the documents under seal. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.